Guys, today's the day that I announced that I'm actually quitting SMMA for good. This is not clickbait, but it's also not technically true as well. Now guys, before you click off this video, let me explain this just real quick. I am not quitting SMMA because it's oversaturated or anything like that. I'm not quitting SMMA because it's a bad business model. I'm not actually technically quitting SMMA. I'm actually still going to be in the kind of like SMMA realm, but I'm actually trying to get you guys to wake up. Now, this, by the way, guys, just real quick, is probably going to be kind of like off the head kind of like video. I just want to get my thoughts down on paper and document this as well. By the way, I'm actually recording this on the 21st of November, so we can actually just look back at this and kind of see this crazy transition that I'm going through. Now, real quick, guys, again, this isn't just off of the top kind of like sparse, kind of like whim decision that I'm actually making here. This is something that I've actually been hinting at in my YouTube videos for quite some time now, guys. I'm not even joking. Not only have I been hinting at it on my YouTube channel and actually inside of my YouTube videos for quite a while now, guys. And I'm pretty sure you guys, if you go back, you will actually start to see the hints and it'll start to become much more clearer to you guys now. Not only that, but I've also been dropping hints, not even just hints. I've literally just been outright saying that I'm actually going to be quitting SMMA soon and moving into something even better. By the way, what I'm doing for this industry is going to be good for all of us. I mean, if you're watching this right now and you're in SMMA and you're wondering if you should start an SMMA, yes, start an SMMA, but maybe think about doing it this way. And here's basically what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm going to be transitioning. So when we think of SMA, let me just break this down for you guys. When we think of SMA, what do you think? You probably think, right, it's running Facebook ads, Snapchat ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads for some sort of business, whether it's a local business like a real estate agent, a car dealership, yoga instructors, solar panel, kind of like solar companies. I've worked with those, by the way, or it's like running Facebook ads for like online businesses such as like info product businesses, or it's running ads for online coaches. It's just running ads in general for somebody else. Now that is technically just an advertising agency, but obviously because it's a social media advertising agency, it's more of like a social media advertising agency, social media marketing agency. That's what we like to call it. Now think about what we're actually doing. What are we actually doing? What we're doing is we're approaching businesses that may have a problem, aka they have a problem with their marketing. And we're providing them a done for you service to help them get more customers, more clients through the use of Facebook ads. So if you think about this in sequential steps, we pick a niche with a problem. We then reach out to that particular niche and actually try to get them on a sales call. We then get them on a sales call and we try to close them on a retainer for our monthly service, which is Facebook ads, to help them get more customers. And most of the time we offer some sort of guarantee and stuff like that. So it's like an outcome-based kind of like marketing agency, and you can take a percentage of each month if you're doing like ROAS deals with e-commerce brands. That's cool. Now here's what I'm trying to transition into, guys, and I'm trying to get you guys to think more three-dimensionally. Again, this is something I kept mentioning on my YouTube channel, guys. I kept saying that everybody in the industry right now is thinking so friggin' one-dimensionally. And here's what I mean by that. Everybody just thinks that to provide a service, you just have to do Facebook ads or Instagram ads or TikTok ads or email marketing or Google ads, and you have to just provide it to like just one niche, which is, by the way, which is actually good. The one niche thing I actually do kind of agree with, you know, like actually pick one niche to get rich. So I definitely agree with that for sure. But here's what I'm trying to say, guys. If we're all doing the exact same thing, won't that eventually start to become oversaturated? Now, I genuinely think it will eventually. I don't think it's happening now, even though it's slightly getting more and more harder to actually reach out to clients, land clients, deliver them great results and whatnot, because obviously iOS 14, iOS 15, iOS 16, you know, it's going to continue to kind of go that way. But I don't think social media marketing agencies in general are going to die. Here's why. We're obviously going to get more social media platforms in the future. There's going to be, we can't predict the future. So there's going to be different social media kind of like platforms out there. And there's always going to be humans. And because there's always humans have wants, needs, and desires, like I mentioned in one of my other videos. And because there are humans around, again, like I said, those humans, we need to eat, we need clothes, we need entertainment, we need products and services. We're basically consumers on this planet, guys. It's actually, the world's full of like pretty much just consumers. And if there's consumers on this world, aka if there's humans on this world, there's then going to be business owners like us, or people that think like business owners, that's then going to provide and supply that demand. So there's always going to be supply and demand. When there's supply and demand, there's always going to be businesses creating supply to actually supply the demand. There's always going to be humans hopefully, unless we friggin' nuke each other or some craziness like that, or some giant asteroid wipes us all off the earth, hopefully not anytime soon. So there's always going to be humans around. If there's humans around on planet Earth, there's going to be businesses serving these humans. Is that a fact? That is 100% an undeniable fact. Even if it's very primitive businesses, like, I don't know, friggin', like even fishmongers in like fish stalls back in the day when we was bartering and kind of like cavemen and whatnot. Even then, there was fish stalls, people selling fish to other people, and there was a dude that would literally stand outside the store and shout 2 for 1 on fish. That is marketing. That is marketing. And you probably could get paid for that. But obviously what I'm trying to say now is that we've got marketing online. So there's always going to be people, there's always going to be supply and demand, supply and demand, should I say. And then there's also always going to be the internet at this point. I don't even think we can actually take the internet down at this point. I think we'd have to literally destroy all of our satellites and all of the cables under the friggin' ocean. I'm not sure if you guys know that like most of the internet supplied by cables under the ocean, I believe it is. But it's very difficult to destroy the internet. Even if you disable like quite a few of the satellites, apparently the internet has like all these different backups where it's very difficult to even take the internet down. Point being is that there's always going to be a way to help other businesses market their services in some way, shape or form online. And because we have the internet and because we are social beings as well, we are social beings that like consuming a bunch of crap. That's how you would probably break this down. So because of that, there's also going to be groups or places humans congregate, aka social media platforms. Those social media platforms are always going to have groups of people that have identified themselves, aka they could be, I don't know, emo groups on Facebook, for example. And we might have like a business owner that sells emo clothing, and we can help them market that emo clothing to that emo kind of like group of people. No offense to emos or anything like that. I don't know if that's a derogative term or whatnot, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like gothic people, it's gonna be gothic clothes stores selling gothic kind of like items. I don't know why it's such a tongue twister, to gothic people. So there's always going to be social media around. There's also going to be people around. There's also going to be supply and demand around. And when there's that, you can always help a business owner hone that demand and help them supply that demand through your marketing services online. So do I think SMMA or just running a marketing agency in general is going to die? The answer is no. It's just that we need to start adapting, is what I'm trying to say. Now, here's how I'm planning on adapting, and feel free to copy me. You might not want to copy me. You can copy me. You don't have to copy me whatsoever. I'm just saying that I just have a really strong feeling about this, that this is probably going to be the next wave. What I've started to see now, guys, again, is there's a lot of agency owners out there. And I've noticed that people like Kai Bax, for example, Serge Guattari, just a lot of people in the industry, even Iman Gadji and stuff like that. Who else is there? Like Trey Cockram. I've noticed that these people have kind of transitioned out of running a traditional marketing agency, and now they do some sort of different service, but it's very closely related to the marketing industry in a whole, or SMA in a whole. Let me give you an example. For example, like Kai Bax, if you're watching this, shout out to you, my dude. Honestly, I feel like you're actually killing it with what you've done. I feel like you have understood not thinking one-dimensionally. What you've done is actually taken a step back from the market, looked to see what people are actually struggling with, and then supplied what people are actually struggling with. AKA, he saw that everybody was trying to start a marketing agency, but they were struggling to get clients. So he said to himself, okay, cool. Instead of running Facebook ads for e-commerce brands, I'm just gonna run Facebook ads now for other agencies so they can get clients into their agency. That's the transition I'm talking about, guys. There's other people as well that are starting to creating, I guess they're creating agencies where it's like they put together an outreach team, like appointment setters, they give you scripts, templates, that sort of stuff, and they then start catering to other agencies themselves. AKA, imagine you're right now running Facebook ads for e-commerce brand. What you would probably be doing is you're kind of like trying to sell gold in a gold rush. Instead, sell the shovel, as they say. So what you can actually do instead is you can create an agency that actually helps other agencies go and hire, find, just train up and put in place an outreach team. So you could actually create what you call an outreach agency. You see where I'm going with this? You see how the dynamic of thinking is changing? And obviously, guys, I'm probably gonna get a lot of backlash for this video. I don't mind though, because normally the first person through the door, like Tai Lopez when he put us all onto SMMA, which was actually a good thing in my particular case, and probably millions of people as well. However, the first person through the door is normally the person that gets shot. So I'm okay going through the door first, because I know it's going to be me that breaks this door down for you guys, so you guys can follow behind me and start getting some success. If it has to be me that takes the bullet in the back, or the bullet in the front, if you will, just so you guys can obviously get into this business model, then fair enough. Fair enough. I don't want to risk my entire career or anything like that. I doubt that. I'm not really that big. And I'm trying to put you onto some actual transparency here, because I'm tired of seeing all the gurus win and not us dudes win. So that's what I'm trying to basically do, guys. Now, if like I said, if it's me that actually has to get shot down through the door, like, you know, going first and showing you guys like how to think, then so be it. You know what? I'd rather you guys win. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I've already kind of like quote unquote made it out the trenches and whatnot, and this time I can now start a business from passion instead of from scarcity. When I started my agency, it was out of desperation, not inspiration. I remember being broke, trying to start this friggin' agency, cold calling with my bro Sheldon McDonald, all the way back. I believe that was in actually 2018. Yeah, April the 23rd, 2018. Those days. Honestly, guys, it's been an absolutely insane journey. Obviously, I'm gonna miss SMMA, but I've got something so much better for you guys, where we can actually start thinking more three-dimensionally. Here's what I mean by three-dimensional. Again, everybody keeps thinking that to help somebody in SMMA, you just have to go like this. Get Facebook ads and you slap it down a niche's throat. No wonder why your guys' agencies aren't working. How about you create, for example, like me, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be creating a personal branding agency. So technically, it's still classed as a social media marketing agency, but because you guys have just been drilled so much into your head that SMMA is only Facebook ads and only you can only do that on a monthly recurring basis, you don't think this is SMMA. SMMA itself is consulting. Consulting is a much bigger broad of things. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to broaden out now and actually reach more people with a much better service that anybody can start, by the way. This is not something that it's just unique to me, by the way. I'm actually trying to be like Tai Lopez, and I mentioned this in my multiple other videos. So if you don't believe me, just go back to my other videos, and I genuinely been mentioning this for months. What I'm trying to do here, guys, is I want to be the Tai Lopez, you know, like, not Tai, I don't want to be like Tai Lopez. What I'm trying to say is I want to be like, you know how like Tai Lopez brought SMMA to the marketplace and explain it to everybody? Well, I want to be that sort of same dude that's actually doing SMMA, obviously, but I want to actually be the same dude that's actually bringing this new kind of like agency business model to market, and I'm calling it a personal brand agency. I might even call it a hybrid agency. Now, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna call it, but all I know is that it works. There's a demand for it. Just hear me out for a second. So here's what I'm starting to see, guys. Take a look at people like Alex Hormozi. Take a look at people like Serge Guattari. Take a look at people like Russell Brunson, Iman Gaji, Sam Ovens, Alex Becker. There's so many of them. Sabri Subi, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Trey Cochran, for example. Take a look at Kai Bax. Take a look at all these dudes. What do they all have in common? Think about it for a second. What do they all have in common? They all have personal brands, and they understand that getting attention is income. It's the new income. I would rather, and I'm not even joking, I posted this on my story the other day on Instagram, but I would rather right now have 1 million followers on Instagram. I think everybody would agree with this as well, by the way. I'd rather have 1 million followers on, not Instagram, on YouTube, excuse me. 1 million subscribers on YouTube, not Instagram, forget Instagram for a second. I would rather have 1 million subscribers than $1 million in the bank. You know why? Money's not even friggin' real First of all, money's not even friggin' real anyway. The economy's gone to shit. Attention is actually the new income. If you've got a million in the bank, as they say, money only spends once. But if you've got attention, you can leverage that attention over and over and over and over and over again. Now, that's what I want to do for other agency owners. So I've sat back, right? And I've looked at people like Kai Bax, for example. He stopped running his agency, like the traditional e-commerce agency. And what he's done instead, he started running Facebook ads for other agencies so they can get clients. So I'm thinking, yo, do you know what else is very powerful? Personal branding. Because look at everybody who you look up to. It seems like all these gurus, right, are the only people that are winning, that are on YouTube. So I'm thinking to myself, why don't I actually help other agency owners, other online coaches, other info product people, other influencers, or just even regular people come up with their own business model or kind of like start their own business, whether that be an agency. This will work if you've got an agency. This will work if you've got a consulting business, a coaching business, an info product business. Why don't I help them? First of all, start that off from scratch if they're already if they're actually completely at zero. Why don't I help them with that by actually providing a done for you and done with you service? So this is not like a course or anything like that. This is actually a service-based business model we can all get into. AKA, I want to help people create a personal brand so they can leverage that, so they can actually get inbound leads for their agency, for their consulting business, for their coaching business, for their info product business. You see the difference in thinking? I went from Facebook ads to e-com brands. That's very flat. It's very flat, very stagnant. What about me helping? What if I help agency owners create personal brands so they can actually get inbound leads for their agency? It's still doing the same thing again. Let me break this down for you. It would be me and an outreach team reaching out to agency owners to get them on a call to sell them a service that I then provide with actual team members. Doesn't that sound very eerily similar to SMMA? Because what's SMMA? Again, it's picking a niche, reaching out to them, setting up a sales call to sell them a service to then provide that service with a team. Didn't I just say the same thing a second ago? So when I say I'm quitting SMMA, technically that is true, but only because you guys think SMMA is just running Facebook ads on a monthly basis for a set niche, like I don't know, e-commerce or real estate agents. When you think of SMMA, that's what you think, and that's not your fault. It's because you've kind of been conditioned to think that that's it. What I'm trying to do is get you to start thinking a little bit bigger, a little bit more outside the box. And I'm not even lying. I remember back in 2017, Sam Ovens was talking about this from ages ago. If you guys don't know who Sam Ovens is, he's literally the GOAT of the GOATs, and he's probably being listened to by all of your favorite gurus. I bet you any money, all of your favorite dudes, gurus, whatever you want to call them, on YouTube, they've probably been through his program. But even Sam Ovens was saying this way back in 2017, 2018 or whatever it was. I think it was actually 2018, excuse me, not 2017. But long story short, guys, he was saying that like, when you pick your niche, you want to pick what you call a 2.0 niche. And let me, I'll probably butcher this, but let me explain this, guys. I feel like if you guys can understand this, I'm gonna make you guys a lot of money. A lot of money, guys. I'm not even joking, just bear with me here a second, because I'm gonna make you guys a lot of money. So, Sam Ovens explains in his program, right, that when you actually are going to create, or pick a niche, picking a niche, people, when they, the way how they mess up when they pick a niche, is they just think stagnant niches, AKA, a niche such as lawyers, accounting firms, e-commerce brands, info products, I don't know, real estate. Those are what you call stagnant niches because they're like industries. They're like industry verticals. You call those verticals. What Sam Ovens is saying is that we should transition from those are what you call 1.0 niches. He's saying we should actually start looking into what you call 2.0 niches. AKA, what about people? How about you create an agency that helps people create their own accounting firm and take it online? You see how it's got a changing dynamic? Its person goes from here to here instead. It's almost like the accountant wants to start an online business, start an accounting firm, and take that online. Or what about, I don't know, parents that want to take their children out of school and homeschool them? Why don't you create a business or an agency around that helps people do that? Obviously, it's slightly more difficult to find these leads, but that's the point of the actual business. It's so much more unsaturated. This is what you call finding blue ocean niches. This is how you do it. And I can't believe it's taken me this long to kind of like make this transition. So I feel like this is going to be a very great transition. By the way, if you're still in SMMA and you're actually inside of age traumatization, don't worry. I'm still going to be finishing out age traumatization. I'm still going to be helping people with their agencies and stuff like that. But I'm actually the funny thing is, I'm actually going to be getting better at that because now I actually believe I can put proper systems in place, proper implementation. For example, helping you find actual outreach teams, hiring them, actually even putting them in place for you, actually even running your outbound campaigns. That's what I'm talking about. There's people out there, for example, like Serge Guattari. I believe the last time I checked in on his videos, I don't really watch his videos too much. I don't really watch many YouTube videos, so forgive me if I butcher this, if he's watching this, but shout out to you if you are. But long story short, I believe he transitioned from running a traditional marketing agency to now helping people kind of like put together like an outreach team, and he does outreach for people, I believe he does now. So he's got an agency that does like outreach for other people. Maybe I don't know if there's personal branding on there as well. I'm not too sure. Please forgive me if I butchered that, but I'm pretty sure you guys can go and check out his channel. I might link it below. But shout out to Serge if you're actually watching this. But long story short, that's the sort of transition I want to make as well, and I think we all can make that transition. Creating an agency that caters to different kinds of niches that are starting at one point and going to a next point. It's so hard to explain. I can see it in my head, but it's hard to get it down on paper. AKA, like I said, the average person that wants to start their own consulting business, that would be a niche. I believe that Trey Cockram and Sam Ovens does that. But as you can see, they're taking somebody from one point to a second point. And I know that SMMA kind of does that, but it's like you're just helping e-commerce businesses with Facebook ads. It's stagnant. They're already an e-commerce brand and you're just helping them do Facebook ads. Although within that service, you're obviously still taking them from point A to point B. Maybe they're at like 20K per month, you're taking them to 50K per month. That's still okay. But what I'm talking about, I want the niche to be moving. The way I'm trying to get you guys to think, should I say, is I'm trying to get you guys to see like maybe there's women that want to become online entrepreneurs. That would be a niche, and what you would do is you would help them create a business model as an agency, by the way. This is not like an online course. This is actually a done for you agency business model, or a consultant agency, whatever you want to call it. This is what you call proper level thinking here, guys. Higher level thinking. That's the transition that I want to make, guys. So yeah, guys, that's basically what I was saying. That's the transition I want to make. It's going to be very confusing to try to get this out on camera. I'm pretty sure you probably can see that I'm struggling to kind of explain this. But long story short, instead of, I guess, running a marketing agency where I'm just doing Facebook ads for e-commerce brands, I actually want to create an agency that helps other people create a personal brand. Now, these other people I'm talking about would be, I don't know, just regular people who already have kind of like info products, people who already have coaching businesses, people who already have agencies, or they want to start an agency or want to start one of these businesses up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to help them implement and help them manage and run their personal brands so that it can actually land clients inbound. That is my service delivery. It's not an online course. It's not coaching. It's not none of that crazy shit. This is actually a legit business model I can be proud of and something that I'm genuinely passionate about. Because personal branding, if you look at everybody, Alex Hormozi, all those big names I keep mentioning, what do they all have in common? They have some sort of content marketing funnel where you watch one of their free YouTube videos, you've got some sort of link below in their description, you jump on a call with them, got some sort of funnel to funnel you down, and they've got some sort of program. If they don't already, they have some sort of way of acquiring money from you in some way, shape or form. Now, I'm not saying that it's, theft or anything like that. They actually have genuinely good services from what I hear, like they genuinely do. And that's the agency I want you guys to starting or even just start thinking about. And again, if you're inside the age rotation, don't worry too much about this. This only means that I'm going to be getting better, not going backwards. I'm not going backwards, I'm actually going forwards here. AKA, I'm actually going to be helping you guys out so much more now, because now I can actually dedicate my time and actually genuinely helping agency owners, info product brands, info product kind of like owners, online coaches, online influencers start their own personal brands, as well as create their own outreach scripts. I'm going to have all the templates, contracts, processes, all the systems you basically need, and they're all going to be plug and play as well as done for you and done with you. It's actually going to be a done for you agency. That's basically what I'm doing. So again, it sounds like I'm quitting SMMA, but I'm actually not. I'm still doing this exact same thing. I'm helping people market themselves and their service-based businesses through the use of social media. In fact, when I actually think about it, I'm still doing SMMA. Think about what I just said. I'm helping service-based businesses start and launch their own business by leveraging a personal brand, which is organic content marketing on social media. Isn't that social media marketing? So that's, you see how the dynamics changed though? It went from Facebook ads to e-commerce for e-commerce brands to helping service-based business models start and scale their business through the use of a personal brand, so they can get inbound leads as well as outbound. So we're going to help them. So this is basically what I'm planning on doing then, guys. And again, if this doesn't work, I'll probably just go back to SMMA and whatnot. But I'm very, very confident in this. Again, this is not just some whim decision I've made. This is something I've been thinking about and dropping hints about and actually slightly testing out as well throughout the last 6, 7, 8 months. Probably even longer than that, guys. I've actually been thinking about this in the back of my head for so friggin' long. If you're some of you guys that are actually in my like one-to-one consulting kind of like program, you guys know what I'm talking about. I've been mentioning this. Not only that, but I've actually started telling my own students. I feel like I'm the only dude on the internet that tells their own students, don't just start an SMMA, start some sort of consulting business where you're helping people do some sort of thing because you've got a skill now. That's what I want to do. I want to teach people to learn. I want to show people that you can learn a skill. You can go out there. You can create a personal brand. You can land clients through this. I'm genuinely being serious. I think this is the next business model, guys, that's really going to start popping off because it's going to separate you from everybody else. Think about it. When you're an agency owner and you've got a client, you've had to go out of your way to try get them and all this sort of stuff, and it's uphill battle, and then you do get your client, and if you lose them, they're probably going to be angry with you, but they don't care about you. They don't really care that much. They see you as a commodity, just somebody as a service provider that's going to help me run my Facebook ads. Whereas when you actually start a personal brand, because it's you, your personality, your weird quirks, your voice, it's you, your own unique person, people actually buy into you and they want to work with you. And if you, for example, like if I quit my YouTube channel today, there'd be so many DMs I'd get of people genuinely being like, Montel, where have you gone, man? Like, I really looked up to you. You really changed my life. Like that. Do you think that happens when you run an agency? Like if you quit, if you actually stop running ads for an e-commerce brand right now, do you really think they're gonna send? Have you put it this way? Have you ever had a client, like with your marketing agency? Have you ever had a client's mum send you a voice note saying how proud she is of her son and thanking you for helping them scale their business through Facebook ads?
Hi Montel, it's Sharon, Nick's mum. What a beautiful message, beautiful words that you've said about Nicholas. Well, first of all, I feel that I know you, and I'm really pleased that Nicholas has been able to follow such a great program because he's really making some headway and traction, and I think the Upwork method's going very, very well. And once again, thank you for being such a great friend and a work colleague with Nicholas. Bye.
Have you ever had that? No, whatsoever. None whatsoever. I can imagine. Have you ever been sent a video of one of your clients, whatever you want to call them, dancing in their freaking workplace on the very last day because they're just about to hand in their resignation, and they're literally so excited that they're actually dancing in the workplace just before they hand in their resignation to quit their job indefinitely because you've actually helped them scale? See what I'm trying to say, guys? It makes you just feel so much more important, guys. Now, this business model, honestly, guys, like I said, anybody can start this. Anybody can start this. I'm not saying that this is just something I can start, or if it's a guru thing or anything like that. No, I'm still teaching you guys SMMA. It's just basically the same thing. But all I'm doing different now is I'm starting an agency or a consulting business, whatever you want to call it, guys. But it's still going to be a done for you service. So I'm actually going to be having team members deliver the service, and I'm going to have an outreach team to actually reach out to people. I'm going to be having an onboarding process like SMMA. It's the exact same thing. Recurring monthly fees as well, by the way, guys. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching people, not only teaching people, giving them scripts, templates, and then actually implementing for them how to actually start a personal brand from the ground up, which then links into whatever business they want. Because think about it. If you've got an agency, if you've got an online coaching business, or an online consulting business, or an info product, I'm telling you right now, if you have a personal brand and you have one of these businesses, if you combine them with one of these businesses, the personal brand with one of these businesses, it will blow it up. Most people just don't know how to create an effective personal brand though. So what I'm doing realistically is I'm just helping people with social media and organic content marketing. It's still an agency. If that's not an agency, then what is an agency? And if that's not a social media marketing agency, then what is it then? Because all I'm doing is helping people create, leverage social media in order to get clients. That's what we're doing for friggin' e-commerce brands. We're using social media, aka Facebook ads, which is social media, advertising on social media. It's social media, but this time it's advertising to get more customers. Well, I'm gonna help you create a personal brand in order to get more customers. Exact same thing, it's just a slightly different version of service delivery. The exact same thing. So that's basically what I'm talking about here, guys. And again, I cannot stress this enough. SMMA is not dying. It is not dead. I've just spotted an opportunity. I repeat one more time. SMMA is not dead. It's not dying. You can still start an agency. In fact, if you do want to start an agency, I'm probably going to be even more potent now, because I can actually spend more time helping you guys, because I'm going to have a full dedicated agency just to helping people start a personal brand and or build an outreach team. Both of those two things, because I want it to be a hybrid of both. I want it to be a hybrid of, you've got a personal brand and you've got outreach team, so that I can actually then help you land clients for your agency, land customers for your info product, land clients for your coaching business, and land clients for your consulting business. That's all I'm doing. I'm just servicing those sorts of businesses. It's still a service, still a monthly recurring service, and I'm still using social media to do it. That's all I'm trying to say, guys. Hopefully you can see this, guys. It's the exact same thing. I still have to do outreach myself. I still have to build an actual outreach team. I still have to get on sales calls. I still have to have an onboarding process. I still have to do service delivery. I still have to do monthly recurring fees using friggin' the same software. I probably won't even need to change my software. That's how similar this business model is. I probably, like I said, in fact, I know for a fact, I won't be changing Slack from Slack. I won't be changing from Simple Invoices. I won't be changing from Lemlist. I won't be changing from leveraging YouTube. I won't be changing from using Loom videos. I won't be changing from any of that. It's just that I'm going from helping e-commerce brands to branching out to online service-based businesses. So basically all I'm doing is changing niche and then changing service delivery at the same time. But I'm still keeping everything else the same. There you go, guys. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing, guys, and what I'm actually been working on for the last 6, 7, 8 months. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be slowly transitioning into that over the next couple of months, although we have technically already started doing so. I've already started doing so because I've been dropping hints at people, and people have actually been messaging me, and I've already been testing it out in the waters, guys. So people have actually been coming forward to me. So this is definitely a viable business model already, guys. And again, you don't need a YouTube channel for this technically. So if you're watching this and you're like, well, how can I start this, Montel? It's the same thing. Go into Facebook groups where there's a whole bunch of agency owners and start offering them personal branding services. Do you see how easy that was? You see how you need to start thinking more three-dimensionally? Literally go to Facebook right now and just type in like an agency owner Facebook, like a social media marketing agency group. Inside there, you will see a whole bunch of social media marketing agency owners. You could go inside there and literally just start dropping why growing a personal brand for your social media marketing agency is the new thing to do in 2021. And then start helping people with that, and eventually you'll start getting clients which are agency owners. Or you can go to online coaches. Go to Facebook right now and type in online coaches. So all I'm doing here, guys, realistically, is I'm putting you guys onto a multiple six figure, probably even a multiple 7-figure business model idea right here, right now, that most people are just not thinking about because they're still stuck in, I want to run Facebook ads for this particular niche. It's cool and all, but let me give you another example. And I've actually given this example several times on my actual YouTube channel. Why don't you create an agency where you actually hire, train, vet virtual assistants to do outreach for other people, other agencies, should I say. So you've got an agency that runs outreach campaigns for other agencies. I'll be doing the exact same thing, but what I'm doing is helping people run their personal brand. So I'm helping not just agency owners though, I'm helping service-based businesses. I'm helping service-based businesses manage and run their personal brands to get inbound leads and to also get outbound leads for their service-based business. It doesn't matter if they're an agency. So if you are an agency and you're watching this, obviously I'm genuinely going to I'm actually going to start becoming very, very sharp at this. I'm already quite sharp at this already. You guys seen the personal brand and whatnot. By the way, I want to put this out there, this disclaimer. This is not a coaching business teaching other coaches how to coach. I'm so glad I friggin' mentioned that in the video. So I know that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, so you're just creating a coaching business or creating coaches. No, I am not doing that. I'm running a service-based business that's going to be managing and running other people's organic content for them in order to help them build a personal brand so that they themselves can get customers for their service-based business. And I'm going to charge them a monthly fee for that because I'm going to be doing monthly work for that with an actual team. Exact same thing as SMMA. It's just that I'm doing it in a slightly different way, and this is what you call adapting. If you can't understand this, then I don't know what to tell you guys. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And again, if you're inside of instrumentation, it's only going to actually get better from here on out. because now I've actually fully dedicated to this, and I'm actually creating an agency around exactly that, helping you start your own agency by helping you create outreach teams, as well as like personal branding, giving you systems, scripts, templates, training, support. It's gonna be a full-fledged thing, guys. A full-fledged. I hope you can see how passionate I am about this. But again, I know that there's probably gonna be some dudes in the comment section that misread into this and think I'm just creating another online program. Nope, it's not even gonna be an online program. Or think I'm just creating another coaching business. Nope, not another coaching business. This is actually a service-based business, just like SMMA. In fact, I would actually go as far as saying that I'm still doing SMMA, but I'm doing it, I'm just changing the niche from e-commerce businesses to service-based businesses. And I'm changing my service delivery from Facebook ads to helping people start a personal brand. AKA, I'm gonna help them create their content, help them create their outreach teams, put a proper service in place where I actually manage their outbound campaigns, help them manage their organic content. It's actually going to be an agency, is what I'm trying to say, with real people in it. Not an online course. And it's not coaching a coach. Yeah, it's not that. It's not that at all. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And again, anybody can start this. I just showed you how. Literally, go to friggin' Facebook right now, type in, I don't know, info product businesses, or like even just online coaches. Start dropping in there, like, what the power of personal branding is. Eventually you start getting some traction. I'm not even joking, you'll land clients. You will actually land clients, guys. It's literally nuts. So that's what I'm going to be doing, helping people with their personal brands, actually starting that, creating that, so they can actually land clients. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. It's it's still based on social media as well, by the way, guys. And again, it's so exactly the same that every single software I use now, except for Facebook ads, will be the exact same. I'll be using Slack. I'll be using Simple Invoices to take invoices. I'll be using Stripe. I'll be using ClickFunnels. I'll be using every single thing. My onboarding process will be pretty much the exact same, explaining the entire service. The contracts will, I just realized, even my frigging contracts, I can use the same template. That's how you know, legally, on paper, actually, like legitly, legally on paper, like literally on paper, pretty much everything in that contract is going to stay the same. Gonna offer guarantee, all that sort of stuff. Exact same stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I've been thinking about. That's what I've been hinting at. And that's what I think we all should start transitioning into. I'm just going to call it a personal brand agency. You guys can call it whatever you want. You guys don't need to follow me. You can continue to do the Facebook ads agency stuff. And yes, I can actually help you with that. Although I'm not an expert at Facebook ads. I never was an expert at Facebook ads. I am probably the only dude on the internet that talks about SMA that actually says, I actually don't actually like Facebook ads. I don't like Facebook themselves, as in like the actual meta. I just feel like they ban people, restrict people for so friggin' long. But if you're obviously trying to run a marketing agency, a traditional, I guess, what we know SMA is, even though that's kind of incorrect. If you're just trying to do Facebook ads for e-commerce brands, yes, obviously I can help you with that. And yes, if you want to enroll inside the intro retention, it's still gonna help you. Nothing's changing, guys. The only thing that's changing is my niche, my service delivery. Other than that, it's the exact same protocols. And by the way, this is exactly why when I decided to build Agency Transmutation, I didn't kind of like, when I sat down to create it and my one-to-one program, I knew for a fact, right, that eventually Facebook ads would die. So I said to myself, I don't pretend to be a Facebook ads expert. I don't want to be a Facebook ads expert. I don't care about being a Facebook ads expert, because I want to understand the underlying methodologies behind running an agency. So if Facebook ads, imagine I teach you for 4 months straight how to run Facebook ads and be an absolute expert at Facebook ads, and the next thing you know, Facebook ads dies and personal branding is the next thing that comes along. Like, that's what it kind of is right now. I wouldn't say Facebook ads are dying, by the way. I wouldn't say that. But just imagine if Facebook ads dies tomorrow and I've just spent 4 months coaching you or whatever it was, or just teaching you Facebook ads, and Facebook ad just goes and dies. You've just spent 4 months learning a freaking skill that you've literally just learned, and now it's become redundant, which is why I don't believe in that, guys. Which is why I knew that when I first kind of started Agency Transmutation, I'm going to teach you guys the underlying methodologies, which is why Agency Transmutation right now will work if you want to start a friggin' agency. I'm just going to be running an agency, but in a slightly different way. In fact, I've just realized you can still leverage the hybrid system, aka you can go to Upwork right now, leverage the hybrid system, aka go and get social media management clients, and then you can actually then leverage that cash flow to then build an outreach team to then help people with your personal branding agency. So the funny thing is, everything slots into place. It still slots into place. As in my program, I teach you the hybrid system, which is leveraging a warmer traffic source, which is Upwork, to then get clients outside of, to build up cash flow initially, and then that cash flow, you leverage that to actually go about hiring a outreach team. These are virtual assistants that send personalized cold emails. What you can do instead, and if you want to copy me, is you would literally go into H-Reputation, do the exact same thing I'm teaching you, literally the exact same thing, but the second half would be slightly different. All you would do is, you would still leverage Upwork, get some social media management clients under your belt, like run like a more traditional marketing agency just because you can build up cash flow, take that, hire virtual assistants, train them up like I teach you inside of H-Reputation, but this time you do train them up to go into Facebook groups and start doing outreach to other agency owners. It's the exact same thing. If you can't see this, what are you actually listening to? It's the exact same thing. And then you just get agency owners on a call, try to close them, or info product owners on a call, or online coaches on a call, and you sell them a monthly service where you're actually going to be managing their social media, their personal brand for them. You're going to be helping them come up with content ideas. You're going to be helping them come up with scripts, templates, post ideas. You're going to help them create outreach teams, because now you already know how to create outreach teams. So it still slots in absolutely perfectly, guys. I'm so proud that I've actually figured this out, and I'm actually bringing this to you guys right now and just being super transparent with it. Guys, honestly, love you guys, and I think this is the new wave, guys. I think this is just something that I'm very passionate about. If you can't see that already, I'm just passionate about this, guys. I feel like if I can help you guys, number one, understand this business model, and then number two, maybe even create your own personal brand, you're gonna be, it's like, I'm trying to fight the gurus. Like, have you noticed that it just seems like all the gurus are the people, all the big names, it just feels like they are the dudes that are winning. They are the dudes that are winning. And if you take a look at what the common denominator is between all these dudes that you look up to and why they seem to be winning, it's because they've all got friggin' personal brands. So why don't I teach you guys how to build your own personal brand so you can become like these dudes? There is nothing stopping you right now from having your own online program if you wanted one, your own agency transmutation online course, your own consulting business, your own agency, your own YouTube channel. There's nothing stopping you guys. We need to start thinking bigger. Don't just listen to what these gurus are saying, watch what they're doing. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. And I'm trying to help you guys become gurus yourselves. But legit ones, obviously, guys. And that's what I want my agency to be. I want it to be a personal branding agency. So I'm the dude you come to, whether you've got like an idea, you've got an online course that you want to create and you've not created one before, or you've got an online course and you want to scale it, or if you're a coach or you want to become a coach, or if you've got an agency or you're trying to start an agency, or if you've got a consulting business or you want to start a consulting business and you know that you want to get clients for it, well then you come to me as an agency, and that's what my agency does now. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what my agency does now. It helps you now start up that business, not through coaching, by the way. It's an actual done for you service combined with done with you. Best of both worlds. Like I said, best of both worlds combined. You see, everything's starting to slot in place now, guys. I've been trying to say this to you guys. Nobody listens though. So yeah, that's what I want to be doing. I'm gonna be talking more and more about this on my YouTube channel. I'm still gonna be talking about SMMA, obviously, because that's one of the niches I'm going after. AKA, I want to help agency owners now start personal brands, build outreach teams, leverage the hybrid system, start and scale their own agencies, and my agency is going to help you cater and do that. There you go, guys. Hope you can understand this. Anyway, guys, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. This is a very scary video to make, by the way, guys, so don't judge me if you think I'm doing something wrong or I've said something wrong, or if you don't understand anything, just put it in the comment section below and I'll happily just explain it to you. But basically, all I'm going to be doing is helping service-based businesses create a personal brand so that they can leverage that personal brand to attract clients into their agencies. So basically, you know, like how Kai Bax now helps agencies, but he runs Facebook ads for other agencies to help them get agency clients. I want to do something similar like that, but I want you to create a personal brand first, because that's organic. It doesn't actually require much startup capital. And I want to help you guys leverage a personal brand and get clients for your service-based business, whether that's an agency, info product business, coaching business, consulting business. That's basically it. AKA like Serge Guattari does. Like, again, shout out to Serge if you're watching this. I want to do what he's doing. He's kind of transitioned into, I believe he's helping people hire a team of $3 appointment setters. I believe it is $3 an hour appointment setters. And he's helping other agencies come up with a TikTok offer, short form kind of like content offer. And he's helping those people, you know, agency owners, leverage that. Leverage the outreach team and leverage that short form kind of like offer, and he's helping them and he's implementing for them, I believe, like an outreach team, and he's helping them get clients for their short form offer and helping them scale their agencies. But it's a done with you and done for you offer combined. That's exactly what I want to do, but with the personal branding side of things. That's basically it. It's the same shit, exact same shit. An agency that helps other agencies, but actually with a proper service this time, like a proper done for you, done with you service. That's what I want to do now, guys. Anyway, hope this actually helps you guys. Again, I'm still doing SMMA. I'm not quitting SMMA. It's just that I'm transitioning and I'm adapting. I'm not even transitioning. You know what it is? I'm not even transitioning. I'm adapting to the market. I can hear it loud and clear what Susie wants for lunch. I'm just going to provide Susie with what she wants for lunch. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. It's a scary journey. Hopefully you guys can follow along. I will be documenting everything and showing you guys how it goes. If I go back to SMA, maybe it didn't work. If I don't go back to SMA, then you can see that I'm still doing SMA, but it's just slightly different. But anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this. Love you guys. Peace.